Hello, I'm here with my 10 cards, one kit from They Left from Lizi card kit. I'm gonna create with you live because I kind of don't want to do a voiceover and all that. So I will edit the video so it's not too long, but you'll see things that I probably would have usually edited out if I was doing a voiceover. So what I do when I create my cards is I basically cut everything, come up with a design, stick it in here, and then when I make my videos, I magically have it all out and just basically put it together. But you'll see some of how I put, some more of how I put the cards together with this video because, like I said, I did my last video talking while I created, and I kind of liked that. So let me know what you like. Hopefully there won't be much dead space, but I also feel like I can talk a little more and not be so rushed just to get through the voiceover. But we'll see. Plus I'm trying to film this before my husband gets home, which I probably will not be able to get through all of it. So, I'm not sure if this kit is still available. I checked a couple days ago and it was. But, oops, it has been a couple days. So, let me take these off so I can wrap the pretty little ribbon that came in the kit, or twine. So, what has everybody been doing over the summer? I can't believe how fast summer's going. I got sick the first week of summer. I've gone 2 years basically without getting sick, and then I got the you-know-what. And so that wasted like a whole summer. No, it didn't. A whole week. First week of summer. And then, you know, it kind of has just been, I mean, I'm fine now, but like I still have a little bit of a cough, and I don't know. I don't have any motivation. I'm tired. I swear I could sleep all day. Like, it is a struggle for me to get up every morning and not sleep until noon. One day I think I did sleep till 12:30 and I still didn't want to get up. I just wanted to keep sleeping. So that's always lovely to feel that way, especially when I, you know, have stuff I want to do, take advantage of me having the summer off, and I want to do things, you know, and I'm just wasting my days away. I wish I was going on a trip this summer. I had to have a lumpectomy. Thankfully it was non-cancerous, benign, but that just kind of threw everything off financially because that cost $6,000 after insurance. So it's like, wow, that was nice. Thankfully, well, they wanted it all at once, and so I paid half and was like, I'll have to pay half, you know, paying meaning charging it, because who has $6,000 in their bank account, you know, that they could easily just, oh yeah, go ahead and take it. I don't know. Anyway, so I paid half, and she's like, well, after 2 people telling me you have to pay the whole thing, she's like, well, since you paid half, you can do the rest. You can pay the rest after surgery. I'm like, are you kidding me? Freaking joke. And it's Mayo Clinic, you know, the prestigious Mayo Clinic. This ribbon's not great for bows, by the way. So I may abandon this if the bow doesn't turn out. Anyway, so that was a lot of money, and with how expensive things are, it's freaking insane. I wanted to go to Texas to visit my parents. Like, it would have been nice to spend a week or so down there to visit my parents and sister, but plane tickets, outrageous. And they don't live near the airport, so I prefer to rent a car. And I'm like, I can't even imagine what it would cost to rent a car for a week. So I won't be going there over the summer. So what are you guys doing? So I can live vicariously through everyone that does things over the summertime. But that's okay. You know, it could be a lot worse. I just wish I could do something, you know, we could go somewhere over the summer. But anyway, here is card 1. Really cute. Oh, by the way, with this was a square cut apart, but I used my corner rounder and punched, rounded the corners. Hello. This is a Recollections. So, you can get it at Michael's. I'm guessing you can get it at Michael's. I've had that quite a while. So there's card 1. Let's move on to card 2. And we will, oops, spill everything over here. We will use the big card base that came in the kit, which I really love because it's different. This is beautiful pearlescent. So if you don't want to use it as a card base, you can cut it up and use it for sentiments or whatever. Die cutting, basically, because it is very pretty. But we will go ahead and use it as a card base. So this video is obviously going up on my channel, but it also goes up on Lizzie's channel. So sorry for all the yapping if you're watching on Lizzie's channel. I do not check comments over there, so if you, Lizzie does, of course, so if you leave comments, Lizzie will check them, but I do not. So if you have a question or anything, ask me on my video here. Okie dokie. So I'm going to pop this up. I think it goes like that technically. So what we're going to do is I have some scrap foam that I found when I was kind of organizing my desk. And I keep scrap foam to pop up things. So we're going to, instead of using dimensionals, it's a cheaper way to pop things up that are a little bit bigger and may take a little bit more dimensionals than you prefer, and it gives it great dimension. It does give it quite a bit of dimension, so you know, keep that in mind if you are using the foam, and you're going to mail things out. Use this little radio ephemera piece, and then on the Be Happy sentiment, I did some gold cardstock, gold mirrored cardstock, and used Spellbinder's double-sided adhesive because I didn't want to worry about gluing this down because it is kind of a small sentiment. So I remembered this time to use the adhesive, which I have a ton of because I stocked up on it and I always forget to use it. So the adhesive, which I'll link below, it makes this into a sticker, basically. Whoops. Oh no, the B messed up. You know what? We're gonna just go with it because we're just gonna go with it, and I will disguise it here in a moment. So let me just stick this down. I like that the Be Happy is all connected. It's not separate. Like the B is not separate from the happy. All right, so the Y and the B are kind of funky. Let's see. We're gonna see if we can disguise this. Does that look stupid? Maybe. But we're gonna go with it because nobody got time to redo the die. No. That's better. Okay. We're going with it. So there is, let's add some of these little pearls. Woo! As it flings in my face. These are cute. I'll just add a couple. Even though I like odd numbers, we'll just do 2. So pretty cute. A lot of dead space, but I kind of like this. And I love the little postcard in the background. So there is card 2. All right, moving on to card 3. This will be pretty simple. I did add tape adhesive to kind of save time. But then with these nails, kind of is tricky to take off. Okay, this was the add-on paper. It is so pretty. Kind of a bummer to cut it apart, but I'm so ready just to use my stuff. Just use it up. I was in the mood the other day just to sell everything. I don't know why. Does anyone else get in those moods? And I know it, it'll pass and I just kind of ignore it, but I was like, I'm good with card making. I'm just gonna sell everything and continue with my other hobbies. Of course, I'm over it now, but I was just in one of those moods where I was just not interested at all. I was like, I really want some money. Please tell me if I'm the only one that gets that way. Okay, and then the sentiment was just a little part of a cardstock piece strip that had different words. So I chose grateful. And we're going to do some of the pearls again. Maybe we'll do 3. I like things in odd numbers. Does that look okay? If I'm not sure it looks okay, I always look at the camera. Where should I put it? Here? We'll do here. Okay, so there is card 3. Oh, by the way, for card 3, I meant to add a bird. And I forgot. So, like that or like this? I think we're just going to keep it. And I'll put the bird aside. Maybe I will add it to a different card. Oh, and I'm just screwing up all over the place. I meant to do peel-offs on card 1. So I would have added peel-offs here. That's why these are sitting here. Okay, anyway. Maybe this talking while I create is not a good idea. Okay, so here's that other large card base. We are going to stick this on here. I think I'm going to do like that. This is a little bit thicker cardstock, so the glue shouldn't be too bad. Too warpy. And we're going to do that. Although I think I meant to, yeah, I think I meant to use the whole thing. That's why I cut it a certain way where it didn't cut off the words. So let's do this. Center it. That hangs over. Oh, can't even see. Hangs over a little, but that's okay. So now, before I forget, I'm going to add the peel-offs. I'm going to use the larger. This peel-off color is part of a collection, a 3-pack. I think, pretty sure you can buy this separately too. I'll have the links to the peel-offs below if you're interested. The peel-offs that came in the kit are orange. I'm just going to fold this on the back. Typically I'd cut it and save the scraps, but honestly I never use the scraps, and I have so many peel-offs that doing that will not be a big deal. But if you don't have any peel-offs, I would, start close to the end here and then save all this. But anyway, orange is what came in the kit. So I don't use the orange in this with these cards I created. So, but I do use the add-ons. Of course, you can use the orange if you want. I could have used the orange for this card, I'm sure, because all of it matches. Let's see if we can. Here we go. You can hear my next door neighbors. Usually, thankfully, our upstairs neighbor, if you've been following me a while, our upstairs neighbor was so loud. It was to the point where I thought I was going crazy. And they moved, and I was really worried that somebody with kids, you know, no offense to kids, but kids are loud, and they're kids. I was afraid somebody with kids would move in. But no, it's just one guy and his dog. When he first moved in, his dog would whine all day, which I was like, let's give it a week. Poor pup is in a new place. It's okay. And he did. The dog adjusted and is fine. But he's a lot quieter, thank God. But our next door neighbors, like I can hear them talking. Typically, I couldn't hear them at all. So, I mean, it's not obnoxious, but I don't want to hear you. Still, we're still looking for a house. You know, the housing market is horrible, and we just refuse to get a house for more than it's worth. When I lived in Texas, our house was listed for $160,000, and it's a 1,900 square foot house, 4 bedrooms. Older, built in the 70s, I believe. It was $160,000. We got it for $150,000, or something like that. And then we sold it, and now they're saying that the house that we sold in Conroe was worth $303. It's like, are you kidding me? So just like seeing that, it's like the houses are so inflated. This doily is from my stash, by the way. I love how big this card is. It's a lot of fun because I could use these larger pieces without it taking up a lot of real estate. So anyway, in Wisconsin, the houses are a little bit, well, I say they're a little bit more, but I don't know if that is the case nowadays with the prices of houses. But anyway, it's like a house that's, what? 1,100 square feet, 1,300 square feet. It's like $230, and it's like, no. And granted, most have basements, and I guess if it's finished, they do count the square footage. If it's not finished, they don't. I don't know. But it's like that house. The house is so, like the ones we've been seeing pop up, they're so dated. And we don't want to be house poor. We just want a house that, it's just us two. It serves its purpose. It has a nice yard. It's nice. It's structurally sound. There's not any major issues. Cosmetic stuff, so what? But, look at that card. How cute is that? I love it. But also, we're wary about houses that are flipped because who flipped it, and did you just flip it, to look better? Like, how is the house? How are the bones of the house, I guess? So, I don't know what we're going to do, but we went to storage this weekend, and it's like, our whole life is in there. And it's really depressing. Stuff that, it's going to be like Christmas when we unpack, because I forget what we have. I was trying to look for some things, some clothes, and then all my teacher stuff I kept and didn't get rid of. For the upcoming school year, I got rid of a lot because I didn't think I was going to go back to teaching. But, and it's like, ooh, I forgot I had this. So, I don't know. Anyway, it'll all work out. The right house will come along. There is a beautiful historic house that's like 20 minutes away. We were going to go to the open house. It was big. It was priced right. It's too far though. But we were going to go to the open house anyway. And we go by there, and every open house we go to is never happens. It's always canceled. And it's like, why do these realtors, and I'm like, well, maybe somebody put in an offer. No, it's still on the market. So I don't understand why these realtors schedule open houses and then don't have it. I don't get it. Anyways, this little camera, is it a camera? No, it's a little radio. It kind of has a pearlescent sheen to it. This is really cute. Hello. It's a nice little hello card. Let me see if I can add a sticker. A rainbow. I think we should do a rainbow. Let's do a rainbow. Like that. Maybe. So that is that card. Very simple. But a lot of the ephemera pieces I like to layer up, so I'll be doing that. I have been doing that. Okay. It's been 30 minutes. At least for me. I don't know how for you guys. Alright, I was going to do this in a bow, but these aren't very good at bows. So we will see. What do I want to do with this? I think I've asked this before, but what other hobbies do you guys do? I embroider, machine embroider. I sew a little bit. I really don't know how to sew complicated things. What else do I do? Oh, I do have a silhouette, so I do a few things with that. Mainly just like gifts. I listed a whole bunch of stuff in my Etsy shop. My So Love to Sew Etsy shop. I started making patches on my embroidery machine. So each day I try to do something. I haven't in a couple days because the last time I did it, I did a lot. Over the past couple days I did a lot of embroidering, so I was like, I'm going to take a break. Will this fit? Anyway, so I added a whole bunch of stuff to my Etsy shop. I always have that linked below if you're interested. Same with my Crazy Paper Chick Etsy shop, where I sell my cards and I de-stash some items. I think I will have another de-stash. I have a mystery box still. I think I'm going to start making smaller mystery boxes so they're more affordable. Because the one I have up is $70, and you know, that's a lot. But I put a lot in it. So, do I have room for the phone? Or did I just leave it like this? Anyway, so what do you guys do other than paper crafts? I know I've asked that question before, but it's been a really long time. And again, if you're watching this on Lizzie's channel and you're like, I crochet, Lizzie's going to be like, what? All right, that bow looks a little rough, but we are going to just let it be. Just to add a little something, I'm going to add some hearts like that. And then we will add some sequins to give it a little sparkle. And there is that card. It says, thank my lucky stars. Okay. This card I was kind of unsure about. I don't know. I was playing around with the embossing folder. The embossing folder came out lovely, but I was trying to add some color to it and all that, and I just was not liking it. So I abandoned the embossing folder. Oops, I meant to do this underneath. And again, this doily is from my stash. We will just cut a little bit off since I forgot to tuck it under. So what I did was I just kept the sentiment from the embossing folder. So I embossed it. Where is the embossing folder? Here it is. Make Life Beautiful. I embossed the whole thing, and I cut this out, I cut this out, and I cut this out, and I was adding color to it, and it looked horrible. But that was me, not the embossing folder. The embossing folder is really pretty. So I did keep this, and then I just took a black marker and very carefully filled in Make Life Beautiful. don't do it if you don't have a steady hand. Mine isn't the steadiest, and I had to be very careful. So we're going to use this little foam piece to pop this up. And this was a cut apart, and I used that round corner punch. And I don't want to pop this up because there's already enough dimension. So I'm going to put that there, and then we are going to add some pearls. I usually don't like pearls, to be honest, but these are really cute. The little tinier pearls around kind of give it a extra something. All right, and there is that card. Little doily poking out. I think this is card 8. Not sure. Here is more of that add-on paper that I'll have linked below. It's so pretty. And I just cut it card size and then sliced this piece off. So we're going to put this at the top. And then I am going to add, and again, this is part of an add-on. It's not part of the kit. These peel-offs. Cut this. Oops. So then it looks like that, which I think is kind of cool. And then I do have my sentiments from the stamp set, which I probably should use Misty, but we're gonna go with it anyway. And this is a piece of the pattern paper, but it's a solid color. And let's hope this works, because it's what I'm doing. Okay. And this is Distress Oxide. I'm going to take it off camera to stamp it so I can get right under it or over it. It says, "You will always be my friend." Let's pray it's stamped good. A little off center, but not horrible. Pop it up, find another scrap piece. Feels good to get rid of these scrap pieces of foam and not have them just go in the garbage. All right. And that will be for that card. I love that paper. Look at that. So pretty. All right, for this next card, I was creating the cards, and then this one was actually the last one I designed. I had this material that was in the kit sitting next to me and almost completely forgot about it. I'm really bad about doing that. Like, if I don't lay it out in front of me, I will completely miss it. Okay. And this paper has a nice little, does it? No, it doesn't. Never mind. I thought I had a little foiling on it. Okay. So for this, I wanted to stick there, but it's hard to adhere this down without seeing what you're adhering it with. So I was going to place it where I want it, and then attach everything, and then that should adhere it down pretty good. So we'll do this here, and then it doesn't really stick in like I wanted to. Just adding some glue to that, but it's not really sticking. Let me attach the sentiment, and then I'm going to put something heavy on this, and we will come back to this one because nothing is sticking to this material. So, okay, we will let this sit, and we will do our final card, and hopefully that will settle. This one will take a second to put together. Oh, I don't want to do this yet. So I have all these square pieces that I want to attach that I cut out with a square die, but we're going to attach them like diamonds, and I'm just going to use glue. Now I'm going to trim it and then use the scraps for the other side. Hopefully I have enough. And then for the sentiment, I am going to add some small dimensionals real quick. So I'm going to try to center this. And I'm not going to do it straight because it's just easier to go wonky. And there is that card. Adorable. Love that one. So let's check on this. Okay. Let me trim that. Let's see. Oop. Tape adhesive probably would work better. Let's try that. So while I'm struggling with this, I will say this video will not go out until probably a few days after I film it because I have another video scheduled that needs to go out for Spellbinders. So I don't know if the kit is still available, but I will have it linked below if you are interested, and all the information down below if you want to check out Lizi's social media. Yeah, definitely use tape adhesive. This worked a lot better. If you are new to Lizi's kits or you just discovered them, I have on my channel, I have a huge playlist so you can see all her card kits throughout the years. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Sorry if I was a little chatty. I just kind of wanted to do this style to make it a little bit more personable. All right, so there we go. And that will be it for my 10 cards. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your favorite card was. I always love hearing that, like I always say. And I will catch you guys next time. Bye.